So I've just has got back from watching Terminator Dark Fate, the sixth installment, but yet they wanted to be the direct sequel to the second Terminator movie, Judgment Day, which you see right here. And as I told up, well, you're about to find out. Okay. So, well, Dark Fate was directed by Tim Miller, the same guy who directed Deadpool, and it's produced by James Cameron, the original creator of the Terminator series. And after watching this, I don't think it's a worthy sequel, especially after Judgment Day. It's like their fourth time trying to make a good Terminator sequel, and so far none of them even was as good as Judgment Day or even was as good as the original, but we'll get to that later. So this movie, he stars some of the older characters, and some of the actors do reprise their roles, such as Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor and Arnold Schwarzenegger as one of the Terminators that you see in the trailers. But it also stars some new stars, such as Mackenzie Davis and Natalie Reyes. What's the story about? Well, basically, a Terminator is sent back through time to kill a target, and then another person, this time a half machine, half human thing is sent back to protect this target. If that sounds similar to the first Terminator movie or even Terminator Judgment Day, then yeah, it's basically the same thing. The plot is basically the same thing. There is nothing new in this plot. I really did like the new characters, though. The actors were actually fine in this movie. What I really disliked about this movie was the plot. There was nothing, I repeat, nothing new throughout this entire movie. Maybe except for the beginning, or maybe except for the new characters, but plot-wise, it's the same thing. And this makes Dark Fate another generic action movie. It's nothing but that. But should you watch this movie, it really depends on your reaction. And first of all, it really depends on your reaction on the beginning scene, because I believe the beginning scene, around scene 2, really early on in the movie, he either makes or breaks the movie. Actually, it's already broken. But the beginning scene will either make you despise it with everything you have, or just find it okay. But that's already spoiler territory. But without spoiling anything, what I feel like the beginning was actually kind of a wasted potential. It could have been pretty good, but no. If it went on a new direction, if it had a better plot, then hey, we have to protect this target from this Terminator sent from the future, and it would have been a lot better. But then there are some things I enjoyed. I enjoyed Arnold Schwarzenegger's character as the Terminator who was settled into this life. It's in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything there. It's off. It feels so off, but I enjoyed it. That doesn't make it good, but I enjoyed it. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, great. All of the actors, actually I'm going to be honest, all of the actors did pretty good on this movie. It's just what they had to work with was not as good. Okay, but before I end this, you might be wondering, should I watch this movie or not? Well, I'm going to spoil the beginning of this movie right now. So please skip to this time if you don't want any spoilers. Okay, so literally a couple of years after Judgment Day, young John Connor dies. by a T-800 and 50 T-800 by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Was killed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. And it makes little sense. Literally after that scene, it made very little sense. And with this timeline, now we have this new timeline that John Connor dies, but after stopping Judgment Day, then I don't know, is this Dark Fate canon or is Rise of the Machines canon now? I don't know, I am confused. They say Dark Fate is canon and Rise of the Machines is not canon anymore, so okay. Hey, so now young John Connor dies. What was the point? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. This movie doesn't even tell you. If the point of John Connor being dead would have a newer plot than just another Terminator going back through time to save another target, to protect a new target that's literally like John Connor, except female and older, then why make it again? Okay, maybe for newer audiences, maybe. Then why have reprising roles? If it were a reboot, I might not say anything. But this is a sequel with Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger reprising their roles. And it was disappointing. If it's not completely for the new audiences, and it's not completely for the fans of the original, then who is this movie for? What is the point of this movie? This movie seems so pointless. It's so dull. Well, nothing new happens except for the concept of what if John Connor dies. Nothing else. Nothing else. You think, oh, new characters. Literally, they're just putting other characters in the roles of the original. Dear. I wanted this movie to be great. I guess I could say that. So, in conclusion, I give this movie a 5 out of 10 at my recommendation level of 1 out of 4. Would not really recommend it. Well, Terminator Dark Fate was a very dull movie. It never tried to explore its new concepts, and it fails to be a sequel as it fails to expand the universe. And I guess the subtitle of the movie sums up the fate of this franchise. Yes, it's dark. And I feel like that's for the better. So, have you watched Terminator Dark Fate? If you have please, if you want to discuss it, then please comment down below. If you like this review, hit that like button. If you want more reviews or maybe some other random things, then hit subscribe. Well, apart from that, I will see you later. Goodbye.